The supplement industry is worth over $200 billion. And here is the part that should make you angry. Most of it is completely unregulated. Companies can sell you pills and powders with almost zero proof that they actually work. They do not have to prove safety. They do not have to prove effectiveness. They just need good marketing and a convincing label. I have spent the last month digging through the actual research, not the blog posts, not the influencer recommendations, the peer-reviewed clinical trials. And what I found is going to save you a lot of money. Today, I am breaking down exactly which supplements are backed by real science, which ones are a complete waste of your money, and the one supplement almost everyone should be taking, regardless of their goals. No bro science, no marketing hype, just what the evidence actually says. Here is what most people do not understand about supplements. In the United States, the FDA does not approve dietary supplements before they hit the market. Unlike prescription drugs that go through years of clinical trials, supplement companies can basically sell whatever they want, as long as they do not claim to treat a specific disease. A 2023 study tested 57 popular supplements from major retailers. Nearly 40% did not contain the ingredients listed on the label. Some had fillers like rice powder and houseplants instead of the advertised herbs. Others had dangerous contaminants, and a few contained prescription drugs that were not listed anywhere on the bottle. This is not a fringe issue. This is the mainstream supplement industry. The same stores you shop at. The same brands you see advertised everywhere. Third-party testing exists. Look for NSF certified for sport or USP verified on the label. But the vast majority of products skip this entirely because it costs money and nobody forces them to do it. So rule number 1 before we even talk about what works. If you are going to take supplements, only buy from companies that use third-party testing. If the label does not have an NSF or USP seal, put it back on the shelf. Period. Now, let us talk about what the evidence actually supports. I am going to give you 4 categories, and for each one, I will tell you exactly what the research says and who should actually consider taking it. Number 1. Creatine monohydrate. This is the most researched supplement in history with over 700 studies. Creatine improves strength, power output, and muscle recovery. But here is what most people miss. It also has cognitive benefits. Studies show creatine improves short-term memory and mental fatigue, especially in vegetarians and older adults. 5 grams a day. That is it. No loading phase needed. No fancy versions. Just plain creatine monohydrate powder. It costs about $15 for a 3-month supply. Number 2. Protein powder. Let me be clear. Protein powder is not magic. It is literally just food in powder form. It is dried milk whey or isolated plant protein. Use it if you struggle to hit your protein target from whole foods. If you already eat enough chicken, eggs, Greek yogurt, and fish, you do not need a protein shake. But if you are busy, vegetarian, or training hard, a scoop of whey or pea protein is a convenient tool. Nothing more, nothing less. Number 3. Vitamin D. Nearly 40% of adults are deficient in vitamin D, and most of them have no idea. If you live north of Atlanta, work indoors, or have darker skin, you are almost certainly low. Vitamin D affects everything from immune function to testosterone levels to bone density. 1,000 to 2,000 IU per day is safe for most people. But get your levels tested first. It is a simple blood test, and it tells you exactly where you stand. Number 4. Magnesium. Involved in over 300 biochemical reactions in your body. Magnesium deficiency is linked to poor sleep, muscle cramps, anxiety, and high blood pressure. The best absorbed forms are magnesium glycinate and magnesium citrate. Avoid magnesium oxide. It is cheap, poorly absorbed, and basically functions as a laxative. 200 to 400 milligrams before bed can significantly improve sleep quality. Now, for the hard truth. These are the supplements that generate billions in revenue every year, despite having almost zero evidence behind them. Fat burners. The entire category is built on caffeine and clever marketing. They might make you feel jittery and briefly suppress your appetite, but they do not meaningfully increase fat loss beyond what caffeine alone would do. BCAAs, branched-chain amino acids. This is probably the most overhyped supplement in fitness. Here's the reality. If you eat enough protein, you are already getting all the BCAAs you need. Testosterone boosters. Unless you have a diagnosed medical condition and a doctor is prescribing actual testosterone replacement therapy, these over-the-counter boosters do nothing. Tribulus, fenugreek, D-aspartic acid. Study after study shows no meaningful increase in testosterone in healthy men. Detox teas and cleanses. Your liver and kidneys detox your body every single second of every single day for free. You do not need a $30 box of tea to do what your organs already do perfectly. If I could only recommend one supplement to every single person watching this video, it would be omega-3 fatty acids from fish oil or algae oil. Here is why. Omega-3s reduce inflammation throughout your entire body. They are directly linked to lower rates of heart disease, still the #1 killer worldwide. They support brain health, with studies showing protective effects against cognitive decline. They improve joint health. They even benefit mood and mental health. They improve joint health. Most people do not eat enough fatty fish. If you are not eating salmon, mackerel, or sardines at least 2 to 3 times per week, you are almost certainly low in omega-3s. A quality fish oil or algae oil supplement costs about $20 a month. Look for a product with at least 500 milligrams combined EPA and DHA per serving, and check that it is third-party tested for purity. Fish oil can go rancid or contain heavy metals if poorly sourced. This is not a magic pill. It will not make you lose 20 pounds or add 50 pounds to your bench press. But over years and decades, the cumulative effect of reducing systemic inflammation is one of the most well-documented health interventions in nutritional science. So here is your supplement checklist. Creatine if you train. Protein powder if you cannot hit your targets from food. Vitamin D if you are deficient. Magnesium for sleep. Omega-3s for everyone. Everything else, especially fat burners, BCAAs, test boosters, and detox products, save your money. Your action step this week is simple. Go look at whatever supplements you currently take. Check if they have third-party testing seals. If they do not, seriously consider whether the evidence supports taking them at all. If this helped you, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. Tell me in the comments, what is the one supplement you have always wondered about, but never knew if it actually worked? I will cover the most requested ones in a follow-up video. Next week, we are tackling the topic everyone avoids: how to actually lose belly fat. Not the gimmicks, not the wraps and creams. The real science of visceral fat loss that nobody talks about. Remember? Supplements are called supplements for a reason. They supplement a good diet. They do not replace one. See you next week.